The results that you're seeing in your consulting business today have not come from what you were doing yesterday or the day or even the week before. In most cases, the results you're seeing today in your consulting business are the result of what you did 30 days, 60 days, 90 days ago, and sometimes even longer. That really means that the seeds that you plant over time start to compound and start to produce the results that you desire. One of the most common mistakes that successful consultants make, right? I said successful consultants make because this isn't an issue for people who are just getting started. But if you've been building your business for a period of time and you're starting to see success, you have more revenue coming in, you have clients starting to line up to work with you, you're getting more inquiries from different sources. One of the most common mistakes that people make is they become complacent. They take their foot off of the pedal. They stop doing what was working for them to get them to where they are today because they feel like they no longer need to. They have long-term clients that they, in their mind, won't leave anytime soon. They have maybe 2 or 3 projects that are likely to close and become new client engagements and bring a windfall of profits and revenue into their business, right? Things are looking up. The challenge is that in that moment, if you decide to stop doing what got you to where you are, if you decide to stop marketing because you feel like, hey, I don't need more clients, I can't even handle more clients. What's the point of marketing and doing more outreach or follow-up or creating more content? If I don't need it right now, why should I even do it? The problem with that is that inevitably what will happen, and I've seen this over the last 20 years of being, running consulting business myself and working for the last 13 years with, through Consulting Success, helping hundreds and hundreds of consultants to grow their consulting businesses, is that inevitably you will wake up one day and you'll realize that the clients that you thought would be long-term clients, all of a sudden they decide that they need to stop. And then a couple of projects that you thought might close and turn into big client projects don't move forward, or they get delayed and postponed. And so now you're left scrambling. And the marketing and the actions that you took that were creating the result that you wanted, right? You weren't doing them. And so now you have to start that all up again. That marketing engine, takes time to get started. You can't just push a button and instantly you get the results that you want because, again, it usually took 30, 60, 90 days of you taking action consistently to create the results that you were seeing when you had your full-on success and things were going great. And it doesn't mean that if you stop doing your activities today, that tomorrow or the next day or the next month, things will all fall apart. It might happen many months down the road. And I've seen this happen to people when they're caught off guard because they weren't looking for it, they weren't preparing for it. And it's much more difficult to get it going again rather than just making sure that things continue to work for you. So here's the options, right? Here's how to think about this. If you want to be able to maintain quality lead flow coming in consistently, if you want to be able to have a pipeline that is full, if you want to be able to stay top of mind with kind of in the top of mind for your ideal clients, right? Top of mind awareness, then what you want to think about doing is, even if you have less time because you're so busy delivering on client projects, you want to either, number one, scale back your level of activity. So maybe before you were putting in 100% in terms of marketing, focus and activity and action, right? Scale it back. Identify the few things that you can do that will have the biggest impact on your business. The second thing that you can do is to capture the processes, the approach, the steps that you were actually taking to move your business forward. And then either build a system around that and try to find technology or tools or automation that can help you, but more likely, you get a contractor, a freelancer, or a team member, a new team member or an existing team member to take that stuff over for you. Because the key thing is that you always want to keep your foot on the pedal, right? Earlier days, you're going to have your foot slammed to the ground, right? Applying as much pressure as you can to generate as much opportunity as you can. But over time, as you start already seeing greater results in your own business, you don't need to push the pedal as hard. You can take your foot off the pedal a little bit, or I should say, apply less pressure. Don't take your foot off the pedal completely, because when you do, that's when all of a sudden you start having cracks appear in your foundation. But if you keep your foot on the pedal, even slightly, that means you're still going to be moving the machine forward, right? That marketing engine is still cranking, maybe not as fast and not as hard, but it's still going. That's the key. So think about what you're doing right now with your marketing. Think about, are there certain things that you used to do that you're no longer doing? Think about, where are you seeing the greatest impact and results, and figure out how you can do more of that, either you directly, right? Or a team or a system. Just make sure that it's continuing to happen, regardless of how busy you are. Focus on the few things that will create the biggest impact for you. Dial those in and make sure that they are happening consistently for you in your business, so that you don't have to wake up one day scrambling to get things back on track.